So hey guys, thanks for clicking on this video and welcome to my YouTube channel. And if you're new here, my name is Utkarsh. I wanted to make this video ever since I started this YouTube channel, but I never really had the courage to do so. But after this lockdown and everything happened, it really gave me some time to disconnect and introspect. Actually think about what do I want to do with this channel and what do I want to represent on my YouTube channel, through my YouTube channel. One thing that I always wanted was to just be authentic and be true to myself on this channel so that I can maybe inspire some of you guys who might be going through something similar, and also for myself so that I would be able to look back at my videos and just feel proud and grateful. So moving on, let's get on with this video. So growing up, I always kind of knew that I was different, and when I was in 6th grade, I guess, I was new at the school and I came across this guy who I really liked talking to, and gradually, I guess till around 8th standard, so it's like 2 years, I started to develop some sort of feelings towards him. And interestingly, he was this Prince Charming of the class. Every girl was like after him. He was good at sports, he was good in studies, and he was really pretty. He was like one of those ideal kids that your parents compare you to. So yeah, I never really told him anything or expressed my feelings. So at that point, I kind of knew that I was into guys, but I also knew that it was not something which was considered normal, because most of my guy friends were most of the time talking about girls. So I tried to maintain this straight facade throughout my middle school and high school. It really made things even more uncomfortable, because growing up there's always has been this negative undertone whenever somebody talked about the LGBTQIA plus community, and it kind of made me scared to even think of that possibility that I was not straight or I was not like others, because I knew that was something which was considered not normal, I guess. At the same time, I was feeling all these feelings and thoughts for the guys, and I couldn't help but to try to suppress, and I really tried to suppress those feelings for a really long time. And it got to a point that it started to affect my relationship with the people who were close to me, like my parents and my friends, and also started to affect my mental health. I remember I couldn't focus on my studies when I was in 11th, and my parents would go to the teachers, they would talk to the teachers, and teachers would always be like, oh, we don't know what is happening with him. He has been such a brilliant student and suddenly his grades are dropping and he is not focusing on studies and he is just distracted all the time. Even my dad asked me plenty of times if there is something that is bothering you or if there is something you would like to share, but I never really felt comfortable, nor I had the courage to tell them yet. So then things went on like that, and moving on, in 12th I knew it was important, so I really pushed myself to focus on the studies and just not on anything else. And I have always loved science, so I directed all of the energy, all of the distress that I was feeling towards studies. Moving on, after I was done with the high school, I took a break for a year. During that time, I was literally overwhelmed with this feeling. It was affecting my mental health, it was already affecting my relationship with my parents, and I had no one. Till this point, I had no one who I talked to or shared this thing with. So I remember I had this really good friend in my high school, Pranjal. We used to hang out a lot in school and we used to check out guys, which is kind of weird now I think of it, because I was still in the closet and she was just so comfortable with everything. And this is, I guess, 3 or 4 months after I was done with the high school. I had this very strong feeling. I knew I had to tell someone. I couldn't just keep it to myself. So I thought of coming out to her. What's the worst could happen? She wouldn't like me anymore, and maybe she would go and tell other classmates. But I wasn't really in high school anymore, so I didn't care much. I did not even have the courage to call her, so I just texted her and I wrote this really huge paragraph saying how much I am grateful to have her as a friend, and it shouldn't change anything between us, but there is something that I have been hiding all this time and I really needed to tell someone. So I just would like to tell you that I am gay and I like guys. She did not say anything, she did not respond, and I was literally panicking. I was like, just say something, just tell me something. Either you are cool with it or you are not cool with it. Just say something. So after like good 5 minutes or so, she texted, "Are you sure?" And I was like, "Yes, I am sure." Then she texted, "Okay, it is okay if it is the case. It is completely fine. It really doesn't matter to her whether I was straight or not." And then I like gave her a call, asked her like, what took you so long, and then she told me she started crying, which is weird but really sweet of her. And she started crying because all this time we were so close and she had no idea what I was going through and how hard it must have been for me. Since that day we literally have become inseparable, and yeah, so that is how it started. That is the first time I told someone, and it felt so good to say that. It really felt so good to say those words out loud. I am gay. Also, when I was in the closet, I used to watch all of these coming out videos on YouTube. Troye Sivan, Connor Franta. Watching those videos have been so inspiring, but I never really had any Indian YouTuber or creator who I could look up to. So I thought I would be that person for myself and for anyone who's out there and who's looking for inspiration and support. So yeah, I hope you found this video helpful, and if there's one thing I would like to tell you, if you are someone who is struggling to come out of the closet, just take your time, and it's different for each and every one of us, but just know one thing, that you are going to be okay. So hang in there and come out only if you feel safe and comfortable enough to do so. And coming out is a process, it's not a one-time thing. So you keep coming out to different people at different occasions throughout your life, and that is why it's almost impossible to include everything in one video. This was just my first coming out experience, and I came out to a lot of people after that. I came out to all of my friends, I came out to my parents, and if you want to know about all of that, you can let me know in the comments. I will be more than happy to answer all of your questions in one of the upcoming videos. Even though I have been out to most of the people I know, it still took me 7-8 takes before getting it right, and I was still nervous for some reason. I don't really know why. Thank you so much guys for sticking around and watching this video till the end. I hope you enjoyed. This video doesn't really have to change anything if you have been a subscriber. I will still keep on posting clumsy vlogs and embarrassing storytime videos. So make sure you hit the subscribe button and also the bell icon if you are new here, and give this video a big thumbs up, and also comment down below whatever your thoughts are and questions or anything at all. And I will see you guys in the next video.